is to get some feedback and just to get a sense of what people like yourselves think about Full Buddy and what it presents in terms of an opportunity to help people stay at home for longer. And that's really what it is designed to do. I guess the idea came to me, it seems like a long time ago, but when I was a young man, I got a phone call from my mum's next door neighbour, and she said, "Can you come over and to see to your mum's house that something's happened?" And when I got there, I found that she'd fallen in the kitchen and she passed away. And I knew from that time there was something needed other than the conventional pendant systems, because invariably people who have pendants don't have them with them when they fall. They fail 75% of the time. If you have a pendant, you've got a 75% chance of not having it at the time you need it. And that wasn't good enough for me, because I feel you should have something that works all the time. So I started to think about designing something that would automatically be able to detect if somebody fell in their house, wherever they were, whatever the circumstances. And from that, I went on to think about what else do people need when they're on their own. So things like, well, I need to remember when to take the tablets. Or if the house gets too cold or too hot, then somebody really should know about it. I needed to tell me when I forget to do things. And that's what we've designed. Full Buddy will do all of those things, and perhaps a little bit more. It's a benchtop device that plugs into mains power and the phone line. It doesn't require internet connection, despite the fact that it's really quite smart. So, quite simply, to operate, you just plug it in, set it up, and walk away. Now, because it's configurable for every single person, you get up at a different time of the day, and you get up at a different time of the day, and you do. You go to bed at a different time of night. You might like to have a nap during the day, or you might not. But Full Buddy needs to know that if you fall, whether at 7:30 in the morning, or 11:30 in the morning, or 2:30 in the afternoon, there's a good chance it'll be able to pick you up and know that something has happened. So when we set it up, we literally ask a few questions. We ask you, when you get up, when you go to bed? 2 critical questions. And how active are you during the course of the day? If I'm not very active, then what I expect to see is different from somebody who's highly active. I might want to know, well, do you like to go into the garden and do a little garden? He said, yeah, I'm highly active and I like to go in the garden for an hour or 2 most days. When do you do that? Well, sometimes before lunch, sometimes after lunch, but really it's either 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Once we have those questions, Full Buddy will then fit all those parameters around you and basically say, if something happens, outside the time I expect you to be in the garden, or outside the time I expect you to be doing something else, it will phone for help. Because it knows what you're going to be doing, the first thing it will do is ask you if you're okay. So, for example, if you've had a fall on the floor, or if you're just sitting down reading a paper for too long, it will first of all ask you a question.
Hello, John. This is your Full Buddy speaking. I haven't seen you in some time now. If you're okay, can you please come and press the green cancel button now? Otherwise, I will get help for you straight away. Thank you.
So,
hello, John.
It'll give that message to you for 3 minutes. So it's long enough to say, oh, I've just stepped out and done something I wasn't expected to do, and cancel it. Of course, if you're on the floor, or if you're unconscious, it just makes the call. It's as simple as that. It's really simple, but it's really smart. And because you don't have to wear anything or carry anything, it's independent of any other device. What? In addition to just determining whether or not you've had a fall or a collapse, Full Buddy will do a whole range of other things. So we've designed it to give you 6 reminders a day. Now, the 6 reminders a day basically say, what do you need to remember to do on a regular basis? Most often than not, it'll be take your tablets. Failing that, What it might be is something completely different. It might say, okay, you need to feed the dog. If you've got dementia and you forget to feed your pet, then that's a really important thing to do. So there's all this myriad of things that it will do for you in addition to telling somebody when you've had an accident. And that's why we like the name Fall Buddy, because for a lot of people living alone, this might be the only voice they'll hear all week. So let me just give you an example of a kind of message it might give you.
Hello, this is Fall Buddy. I'd like to remind you that it's time to take your tablets. Would you please go to the medicine drawer and take your tablets now?
So that's one message.
Hello, this is John Smith's Fall Buddy. I've detected that the temperature in John's house has reached a worrying level. If you can come and make sure that John is okay, please press the hash button on your phone now. Hello John, this is your Fall Buddy speaking. I haven't seen you moving around for some time now. If you're okay, can you please come and press the green cancel button now? Otherwise I will get help for you straight away. Thank you. Hello, this is John Smith's Fall Buddy calling you. John lives at 123 The Street, Big Town. I have detected a prolonged period of inactivity, so I'm worried that John might need some urgent assistance. If you're not able to help John straight away, please hang up now. If you can help straight away, press the hash button on your phone now. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to come and help John at 123 The Street, Big Town. You can find the key to John's house in the key safe next to the front door. The combination for the key safe is 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you.
Now the reason we do that message in two parts is because a lot of people don't want anybody knowing the number for their key safe, for example. So until something happens, the call will go out. But if the person doesn't respond to say they're coming to help, then the person who needs help doesn't want the number for the key safe to be given out. That message will only be given out once they confirm that they're going to come and help straight away. So we deliver that in two stages, which is really comforting for a lot of people. Now this is good too. When you go to the shops, you press the away button. When you come home, this is what happens.
Mary, I see you've come home from the shops now. Would you please come and press the black home button on your Fall Buddy unit? Thank you.
And all that is just to remind you to put it back into monitoring mode. It is not possible to live at home without this being on monitoring mode. You can't forget to turn it on. Now, if the power fails, so if we have a power failure here, this doesn't need power at all. This will work for nearly 2 days without any power. It'll do everything that we do currently. It'll dial, it'll perform, it'll record messages, it'll play messages, just like this. The power is just something that we need to keep on. And it will alert you before, once the power goes off. If you have a long period of power down, then it will start to flash. And then if you still don't do anything, it'll then phone somebody and say, there's something wrong with the power, needs doing this. So it really is, it's all encompassing in terms of what it does. Very simple.